Hi there. This will introduce our series on the elbow strikes, and we're going to start with the basic forward elbow strike. I'm often asked what my favorite technique is, and I always say it's the elbow strike because it's a trick answer, because there are so many variations of the elbow strike. So it's a plethora of techniques rather than just one. And in the series, we're going to start with the forward elbow and go through how I've taught it and used it over the years. And but the important point is there are variations even within the forward elbow. And if you've been doing some other way of striking with the elbow and you're happy with it, then by all means continue to get your reps on that and train it and drill it. There are many good ways of doing it. For example, the Muay Thai slashing elbow. It's a very, very effective technique. So don't necessarily just change things. What I want to emphasize in this video is how we create the body dynamics, how we get the hips into it, how we get the body weight and the moving mass to really create what we need, which is the shock impact. What we're trying to do with the elbow strike is we are targeting the brain, trying to get bone on bone contact with the head, shake the brain and cause the man to drop. That's the aim of it, and how we drill it and train it to get that body dynamic to produce that effect is what this first video is about. The alternative, if he moves or if things change, is we can hit what we call the lethal L here, this area here, coming in, hitting here. So you've gone lower than the brain pan and you're hitting here. And what you got here is the cephalic arteries and the nerves that run up to the brain. Correction, from the brain down to the heart and lungs, and you can get a really good effect by attacking that area, the carotid sinus, and quite often that will drop the man as well. The other thing is if he gets an arm up, we don't change the attack. We drive into the arm, we may hook up, throw a knee, throw an elbow with the other hand, and so on. The idea is to get him to react to you rather than you reacting to him. Give him the problem to think about. Okay, so we've got a couple of videos coming up which we've done here and there over the years, and I hope you enjoy them. Second way of using your body dynamics is using the hip torque of the hip, okay? And it's very important that your hip goes in first before the weapon, okay? So it's the hip and then the weapon. Transfer and move your weight through the target as well, okay? So it's hip, weapon, hip, weapon. Okay? Hip torque. I'll go back. A few final points. As I said, what we're trying to do is shake the brain, get that bone on bone contact. The actual target area here on the elbow is about the size of a grape, or in the UK something like a 50p piece. The smaller the better you concentrate the force into it. Now, a point to consider is if you're wearing heavy clothing, a leather jacket, or when the bomber jackets became popular with security people. That padding within the bomber jacket robs a lot of the bone-on-bone impact effect, and it cushions the blow to an extent. So you have to really take that into account and go for a massive degree of force to try to drop the man. Couple of little points. The US Secret Service teach, or they certainly used to teach, if a guy, possibly a guy in a crowd or whatever, has got his hand in his pocket, he won't take his hand out of his pocket, and you think he might have a firearm in there, you grab the hand in the pocket, and when they taught to deliver an elbow strike to the front deltoid to neutralize the arm. I'm sure it works, but if I think a guy's got his hand on a gun, I'd much rather go to shake the brain and drop the man completely. So it's just a little point there. So that's the forward elbow, the basic one. We will cover all the other variations, and there are many in subsequent videos. We'll also cover drills to work them, and also follow-ups, and try and cover the whole spectrum of the elbow, which, as I said, is my favorite technique and has been for many, many years. So watch this space.